I've reviewed several of these autonomous robot mowers on the channel. However, I haven't reviewed one that is a budget price point. The Anthbot Genie comes in 3 different models, the 1000, the 3000, and the 5000. This is the Anthbot Genie 3000. This is a pre-launch product that's available over on Kickstarter at $629. And in some cases, the pre-launch models sometimes differ slightly from the actual production model. Although I can't be certain of that, I did notice on Kickstarter that the campaign for the Genie 3000 is offered with 5 mowing blades rather than 3 mowing blades that I have on this version. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Justin. If you're new here, I typically focus on solar related products or products that might simplify your life to have a battery in it. And what I'm going to do in this video today is a quick unboxing to let you know exactly what you get with the Anthbot Genie 3000. I'll assemble the base station, I'll assemble the RTK and show you exactly how to get everything put together. Then we'll take a look at the app because typically they are an important component of these robotic mowers. So I want to demonstrate how to create an account and get the mower connected to that app. Then we'll make a map out in my front yard and we'll do some mowing. And then during the mowing, I'm going to test out the obstacle avoidance, the waterproofing, and the automatic charging features, all that good stuff along the way. So hang with me for just a couple minutes to learn whether the Anthbot Genie 1000, 3000, or 5000 is the right robotic mower for you or not. And this is the final location for the robot because it needs to be set on level ground and I kind of want it hidden a little bit. So we're going to get it up as close to the house as possible. We'll bring the RTK out away from the eave. So we got clear signal, clear Wi-Fi. So all the things that we need to do on our checklist have been checked off. And now we're going to take this around and get a perimeter setting on this so we can start mowing. With that said, let's get started with the basics because each model offers different lawn size capabilities for mowing. So the Genie 1000 can mow 1/4 of an acre or 1,000 meters squared. And the Genie 3000, which is this one here, is capable of mowing up to 3/4 of an acre, 0.75 acres or 3,000 meters squared. And the 5000 model can mow all the way up to 1.25 acres, which is 5,000 meters squared. Depending on the size of your lawn will determine on which model you might want to consider. Now let's talk about the battery capacity between the 3 different models. The Genie 1000 has a battery capacity of 5,000 milliamp hours, and both the 3000 and 5000 share the 10,000 milliamp hour capacity batteries. So if you're interested in any of these, I'll have a link in the description below to the Kickstarter campaign so you can check out all the information and read over it for yourself and just have something for future reference. And if you're watching this in the future and that campaign has already ended, I'll have links to the new places where you can purchase these in the description below as well. So don't worry, whether you're watching this as it first comes out or you're watching it far into the future, I'll make sure to have links that you can click on to check out all the information about any of these different models. Let's talk about this mower and what makes it a super value in my opinion. So in the older mowers, these robotic mowers, there was a perimeter wire that you would have to lay down and you literally had to dig it in the ground and then the mower would stay within those perimeters. On the newer robotic mowers, they are connected to GPS and they have these RTKs and it allows you to connect to the app and you just walk around the boundaries with it. But with the Anthbot Genie, now has auto mapping. So if you have clear defined boundaries, you just basically hit a button and this thing will go out and automatically map the zone. So if you don't have that, like I don't have clear defined boundaries because I have spacing in between my trees and some of the other areas don't have anything there. You still have the option of manually mapping out your zone by getting on the app and walking behind it and getting it connected. So I love the fact that if you're in like a neighborhood and you have fencing between the houses, most of the time you'll have a fenced backyard. You're going to take this thing out of the box, set up your base station and your RTK, and you're going to hit a button to auto map your lawn and you don't have to really do anything. So it makes it, the effort is almost nothing. I've not seen anything as simple as that before. So it's just something I did want to point out. Auto mapping is a big deal, especially coming in at this price point. And what I like most about the robotic mowers are that they're the ones out mowing the lawn when it's 100 degrees outside, and I'm enjoying my free time. And this next one is going to be a tongue twister. So bear with me for just a second while I try to explain how this is navigating in your lawn. So with most of these robotic mowers, you're going to get binocular cameras right here at the front, and they're facing outward, and they kind of view things the way that we see them. So when we're facing out like this, we can't turn our head, we can see forward and just a little bit to the sides. So that's what most of these robotic mowers have. But with the Anthbot Genie, you're getting 2 additional cameras, one on that side and one on this side. So you're expanding this into quad vision, and the field of view is much larger. And that's paired with RTK technology, which is a high precision satellite positioning technology with VSLAM, and that's visual, simultaneously location and mapping system, which enables high precision positioning. So when the GPS signals are weak and unavailable, the VSLAM system takes over to ensure that the Anthbot Genie continues to operate effectively. The reason I wanted to talk about that is because the Anthbot Genie employs a dual positioning system that ensures mowing tasks are completed without interruption, even in areas with weak and no GPS signals, such as under dense trees, eaves on the side of the house, and near buildings. Let me remind you that this is a budget-friendly robotic mower. So this is the cheapest robotic mower that I've tested. I'm talking about price point, but it doesn't mean that it's lacking in technology, because we've already found out we've got more cameras on this Genie than I've had on any other robotic mower that I've tested. Now, the next topic is AI-powered lawn care, and that's something that I haven't tested or haven't seen on any other robotic mower. This is designed to adapt to various situations, ensuring your safety and properly maintaining your yard. It intelligently generates and adjusts to mowing schedules tailored to your lawn specific size, seasonal changes, location, weather conditions, and time of day. With its intuitive design, there's no need for complex settings or adjustments in the app, making the entire process straightforward. So you can enjoy a perfectly maintained lawn with minimum manual intervention as the device handles all the adjustments for you. And all 3 models offer multi-zone management. So it really depends on which model you have on how many zones you're going to get. So if you have the Genie 1000, you're going to get 20 different zones. If you got the Genie 3000, you're going to get a maximum of 30 zones. And if you got the Genie 5000, you're going to get a maximum of 60 zones. And you can also create no-go zones. So if you don't want the mower to be in an area within that zone, you create a no-go zone and it will avoid it. So let's say you got a flower bed here and a pool over here and a post over here. Well, you can set a no-go zone there, here, and over here, and it will avoid those 3 spots without having to use the cameras to recognize that there's a post in the yard or that it shouldn't be there. So you can set that no-go zone, so every time that it goes out, it's gonna know to avoid those from the time it pulls off the dock. So no-go zones are very important when you're setting up a mowing zone. And the obstacle avoidance on this mower is phenomenal, because not only did I put something in front of it, I then stepped side to side. I'm gonna show you that here in just a second, to see if I can confuse it to where it would bump the first item, and it navigated that perfectly. And for obstacle avoidance, we're going to use the little squirrel and see if the mower will go around it and how close it actually gets to it. So let's just set it in its path. That's awesome. And the way that this avoided hitting that squirrel, even when I stepped in front of it to try to get it to bump it, maybe from the backside or something, is because of the 4 cameras that this has on there. It allows it to precisely identify obstacles such as animals, humans, or even pieces of furniture. So you don't have to move the furniture, you don't have to worry about something running in front of it or something stepping in front of it or laying down like a cat or a dog. This will do everything that it can to avoid them and stay away from causing damage to something that gets in its way. And the value just keeps compounding on the Genie, because this is equipped with smart weather detection and an IPX6 weatherproof rating. And not all of these mowers have that IPX6 rating, nor do they have the technology to know that the weather is about to turn bad and it won't go out and mow in the wet. Now, most of these have the rain sensor that allows it to detect once it gets wet and it sends it back to the station. This has that as well, but it will also know that bad weather is on its way or it's currently in its spot, and it won't even send the mower out to get wet. It'll just wait until that clears up and then send it out. Now, if this does get caught in the rain, it does have that sensor at the top of it, and it will sense that it's gotten wet, and it sends it back to the docking station until everything clears up. Then it goes back out and mows and continues the job. Anthbot always prioritizes user safety. When the Genie is in operation, and if the machine is lifted or an object collides with it, the blades will automatically stop rotating to ensure your safety. And the mower does have an anti-theft design. The device is equipped with a 4G connectivity, allowing you to monitor its location in real time. Even if the device is stolen, you can easily track its whereabouts using the built-in GPS system. Something I forgot to mention is when this is faced with obstacles like branches, the blades, so this sets on a disc and the blades are on that disc automatically lifts to enable seamless navigation without getting stuck. That's a smart function that ensures smooth operation, preventing damage to both the machine and the obstacles encountered. That's something that I haven't seen on any other robotic mower up to date. So these are all these news coming in at the Kickstarter launch special at just $629. That's offering an incredibly cost-effective option compared to other wireless lawnmowers in its category. So if you're interested in this mower, take action now, because the MSRP on this is starting at $1,099. So you can save over $470 in this campaign. So I'll leave a link in the description below, and if you would like to check it out, it'll be there. And I hope that you found value in this video, and if you did, smash the thumbs up button, and I hope to catch you in my next one.